Have you ever felt like you're priced out of living your life? Maybe your rent keeps going up, or that home you always wanted seems further and further away. Well, you're not alone. Today, we're counting down the top 10 states that people are leaving. The main reasons we've seen are due to the cost of living, taxes, and crime. But some of these states might surprise you. Now, you might be asking, how and where are you getting this information from? Well, we'll be going off data and surveys so you can be confident this is the most accurate list out there. And as we reveal the list, keep an eye out for any things you may notice and to see if your state makes the list. Ready to get started? Let's go. Number 10, Massachusetts. Did you know Massachusetts is one of the most moved from states in the country? A study from the National Mover Study by United Van Lines showed us with data they gathered from its customers across 2023. It showed that 56.6% of customers moved out of the state during the year, compared to 43.4% coming into the state. There was also a record number of people that moved out of the state, and that number is around 40,000 residents. And Massachusetts had a very similar breakdown in 2022. According to the United Van Lines study, the top reason for people leaving Massachusetts was actually for a job, contributing to 28% of all moves. This trend aligns with the rise of remote work, allowing residents to explore new job opportunities outside of the state's high-density urban areas. Families, in particular, can embrace a more suburban lifestyle, potentially with lower costs of living. Family reasons followed closely behind at 19%, suggesting some residents are relocating to be closer to loved ones. Retirement came in at 18%, indicating that the appeal of Massachusetts might diminish for some as they seek sunnier skies and potentially more tax-friendly environments. Number 9, Alaska. Alaska presents a unique situation. Unlike the previous state, Alaska isn't experiencing a mass exodus of current residents. Instead, the issue lies in a lack of new people moving in to replace those who are leaving. This results in a gradual population decline of over 5,500 people. Alaska offers limited job opportunities, particularly outside of resource extraction industries. This could be a major hurdle for young adults seeking career advancement or specific fields of work. Secondly, the high cost of living in Alaska can be a deterrent. The cost of living in Alaska is 30% higher than the national average. Housing is 17% higher, and when it comes to the basic necessities such as food, clothing, and groceries, they are all around 30% higher than the rest of the country. Now, real quick, before we move to number 8, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos just like this. Number 8, Michigan. For 7 years now, Michigan has recorded more people leaving the state than coming to it. It's been among the 5 worst states for net migration since 2017, and Michigan was among the worst net loss states in 2023. A 2022 study by United Van Lines found that job opportunities, 30%, and family reasons, 26%, were the leading factors for residents leaving the state. Additionally, retirees, 26.94%, and those seeking a lifestyle change, 16.44%, contribute to the outbound moves. Michigan's climate with cold winters might also be a consideration for some. With above average taxes and people seeking warmer climates, Michigan continues to be a state where many people are leaving. Number 7, Oregon. Oregon, known for its stunning natural beauty and progressive reputation, might surprise you on this list. However, the state has seen its first population decrease in over 30 years. They've lost 6,000 people. Several factors are likely at play. Firstly, concerns about crime rates have emerged in some areas and cities. While Oregon boasts a generally safe reputation in many suburban areas, a rise in crime can be unsettling for residents. Secondly, affordability is becoming a major issue. The cost of housing in Oregon, particularly in popular cities like Portland, has skyrocketed in recent years. This, coupled with a lack of available affordable housing options, can make it difficult for middle-class families and young adults to establish roots. Adding to the housing woes, squatters appear to have more rights than tenants and owners. Laws favoring squatters over homeowners in certain situations can be a huge red flag for property owners, potentially impacting the overall housing market. Finally, Oregon's tax structure can be a consideration. With a state income tax at almost 10%, many earners are paying $10,000 to $20,000 a year in state income tax. With all that being said, Oregon is seeing a shift in its population as residents explore areas that might offer a better fit for their needs. Number 6, Louisiana. Famous for its vibrant culture, great food, and rich history, Louisiana finds itself at number 6 on our list. Unfortunately, the state has been experiencing a notable decline in population, including 14,274 people last year. Several challenges contribute to this trend. One major factor is the lack of job opportunities and limited economic growth. This can be particularly discouraging for young adults seeking career advancement or specific fields of work. Furthermore, Louisiana faces economic challenges that can make everyday life more difficult. These challenges can range from high poverty rates to a lack of readily available social services. For some residents, the overall economic climate might not provide the stability they desire. Finally, crime rates are a concern in some areas of Louisiana. While safety varies depending on location, a rise in crime can create a sense of uneasiness and push residents to seek safer environments for themselves and their families. Number 5, Hawaii. Paradise isn't always what it seems, and Hawaii exemplifies this on our list. The Aloha State, renowned for its breathtaking scenery, laid-back lifestyle, and rich culture, faces a unique challenge: a decline of 11,193 people last year. The biggest culprit is the high cost of living. Everyday expenses in Hawaii, from groceries to housing, are significantly higher than the national average. This can be a major burden for middle-class families and young adults trying to establish themselves. Finding affordable housing is particularly challenging, with housing costs often exceeding national averages by a substantial margin. Adding to the financial strain are Hawaii's taxes. The state boasts a high sales tax and a progressive income tax, meaning those who earn more pay a higher percentage. This number can go up to 11%. This tax structure, coupled with the already high cost of living, can make it difficult for many residents to make ends meet comfortably. Beyond the financial considerations, Hawaii's geographic isolation can be a factor for some. Being an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean comes with a sense of remoteness that some people love and some people dislike. Number 4, California. Despite boasting a pleasant climate, a booming tech industry, and a vibrant culture scene, California has seen a significant population decline in recent years. A staggering loss of 75,423 residents paints a clear picture. The high cost of living is a major culprit. From groceries to gas, everyday expenses in California are significantly higher than the national average. But the biggest burden falls on housing. California's housing market is notoriously competitive, with prices that often seem astronomical. This makes it incredibly difficult for middle-class families and young adults to afford a place to live, let alone build a secure future. Taxes are another major factor pushing people out. California has the highest state income tax in the United States, with a rate of up to 13.30%. This, combined with high sales tax, creates a significant tax burden for many residents. In 2021 alone, the state saw a net loss of 101,000 people. Beyond the financial woes, California faces a serious homelessness issue. The sheer number of people living on the street can be a major concern for residents, impacting their sense of safety and overall quality of life. Again, squatter rights here have given homeowners an uneasy feeling, just like in Oregon. The also ever-present threat of wildfires is another factor on some people's minds. California's dry climate and strong winds create a dangerous environment, and wildfires have become a more frequent and destructive occurrence. For some residents, the constant worry is simply too much to bear. Many homeowners' insurance companies have fled the state, contributing to an even bigger issue. With mortgage companies requiring homeowners insurance for all homes with a mortgage, many homeowners are being forced to either sell or take the insurance the bank gives them, which most of the times is much more money than their old plans. Number 3, New Jersey. My old home, known for its beaches, boardwalk, and proximity to New York City, the Garden State is experiencing a significant population decline. In fact, the most people left this state out of all 50 states. The high cost of living is a major factor. New Jersey consistently ranks high on lists of expensive places to live in the United States. Adding to the cost of living woes, New Jersey boasts the dubious title of having the highest property tax in the nation at 2.23%. It also has a state income tax at up to 10.75%. This significant tax burden, coupled with high general living expenses, can make it feel like an uphill battle for many residents. For some, retirement might provide an escape from these financial pressures, prompting them to relocate to states with a lower cost of living. While retirement is a natural life transition, the high cost of living and tax burden are significant factors that push many New Jersey residents to explore greener pastures. These financial considerations can be particularly influential for retirees seeking to stretch their nest eggs further or young adults looking to plan for their future. Number 2, Illinois. The state had nearly a 33,000 population decline just last year. The tax burden on middle-class families is a major culprit, according to IllinoisPolicy.org. With a 2.05 property tax and a 5% income tax, many people are fed up. This sentiment is echoed by nearly half of those considering a move, highlighting the financial strain residents feel. High taxes can make it difficult to afford everyday living expenses and save for the future, discouraging families from establishing roots in Illinois. The housing market might not provide the options residents desire, prompting them to explore areas with a wider selection of affordability and desirable housing options. The net loss of residents creates a ripple effect. In 2021 alone, Illinois saw over 29,000 outbound moves that weren't reciprocated by inbound moves. This one-way exodus shrinks the tax base and workforce, potentially limiting resources and opportunities within the state. Adding to the woes, some residents might find the climate, traffic congestion, and crime rates to be less than ideal. While weather preferences are subjective, heavy traffic and concerns about safety significantly impact the quality of life. Number 1. New York. New York has the highest tax burden in the United States, and a whopping 550,000 people have left the state since 2020. 102,000 people fled the state last year. The high cost of living is a major factor. New York City consistently ranks as one of the most expensive places to live in the nation. Everyday expenses from groceries to transportation are significantly higher than the national average. But the biggest burden falls on housing. Finding an affordable apartment in the city seems like a distant dream for many residents. You have 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartments in Brooklyn going for $3,000 plus a month. The state boasts high state, local, and property taxes. This, combined with the rising cost of living, can make it feel impossible for many New Yorkers to get ahead financially. The state has high state income tax ranging up to 8.82% and high property tax. In places like Long Island, you'll see an average of 2.24% for property tax, meaning a $500,000 house costs $11,200 a year just in property tax alone. Beyond the financial considerations, some residents might be feeling the strain of a perceived rise in crime and the very visible issue of homelessness. While safety can vary from location to location, concerns about crime and the impact of homelessness on overall quality of life can be a factor for those choosing to relocate. New York City's no cash bail is also another very alarming issue for many locals. If you check out the news, you'll see women and elderly people being assaulted or robbed. The assaulters are then caught, arrested, and then released, usually within hours of the incident, back onto the street. The impact of the pandemic also played a role. With the shift to remote work, many residents realized they could ditch the cramped city apartments for more spacious living situations elsewhere. And there you have it, the 10 states everyone is leaving in 2024. Which state surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Now it's your turn. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video for more videos just like this. See you in the next one.